Good morning. Today is June 26th. This is our 2023 challenge. We've been doing an ab challenge this month, and that's doing 5 exercises to target our abs, and the reps have gradually increased, so it's been getting harder to do all the reps. So if you need to take a break, as I've had to do a couple times now, partway through one of the exercises, or maybe it's all of them, that's okay. You take your break, you get back to it, just don't quit. That's something I have learned through this challenge. I know a lot of times I'm like, okay, I need to do all of the reps at one time, and I felt like a failure the first time I had to take a break in the mountain climbers. That's the 4th exercise. So I had made it all the way through, did all the exercises, all the reps up to that point, and made it a little over halfway and had to take that break because my legs just wouldn't do anymore. And I wanted to say I failed, and then I'm like, no, I didn't. I'm doing it. I didn't quit. I got back to it after taking that break, and I finished, and pushing through, holding the planks, which today we're up to 110 seconds, or a minute and 50 seconds. So yeah, just don't quit. You can push your body more than you think you can to do things. But if you have to take a break, that is okay. You don't have to do it as fast as I'm doing. You can do them slower. You could do them faster, because I know that there's people out there that are way more in shape than I am and can probably go a lot faster and do them all without stopping, and that's great too. So just do what you can do, and if you need to take those breaks, go ahead. Just get them all in. So our goals today, there will be 65 bicycle crunches, 60 leg raises, 60 Russian twists, 65 mountain climbers, and then that 1 minute 50-second plank, which we do on our forearms. Also, there is a food challenge today for making a fruit smoothie for breakfast. And if you already had breakfast, then do that tomorrow. But I know something I love to do, I make a protein shake, and I love to take a frozen banana, because I've sliced some bananas up and I stick them in little bags and put them in the freezer, so I can just grab a bag, throw it into the blender when I make my smoothies, and it thickens them so it tastes more like a shake. So I usually have a chocolate or a chocolate peanut butter flavored protein shake, and so adding that banana to it, it just makes it really good. So there's your tip from me today, to add frozen fruit into your protein shakes, or if you make a smoothie, just using frozen fruit, which will really thicken them up nicely for you. Instead of using a lot of ice, use frozen fruit. So we are going to do our ab challenge now. I'm just sliding back so hopefully you can see. Making sure you keep your back flat in all these exercises we do. With the Russian twist, since I'm in this position right here, I'll show you. You can do the Russian twist. You'll be leaning back this way, which is working your abs. You can keep your heels on the floor, or you can raise them up above the ground, which again is just using even more of your abs. You'll use your upper abs and your lower abs, plus you'll be rotating, so that one really works all the abs, which is probably why when I get to the exercise right after that, I'm really tired and can't seem to finish. So that's when I take my break. But the first 3 exercises, my legs do not touch the ground. The leg raises up, you'll bring your legs up, you'll lower your feet to maybe an inch off the floor, and then bring them back up, so they don't ever touch. The bicycle crunches, the first one, the legs stay up and they're just going in and out, but they do not touch the floor. So It is okay for you to do that if you need to. Do a couple where they're not touching and take that little rest, but just keep going. I know that there's lots of times where I'm really struggling to hold it up. I know with my Russian twists yesterday, I did stop and take a break because my heels touched and I was, got distracted like, ah! So I just stopped, took that little bit of break, lifted them back up, and finished. So whether you have to do that, whether you want to do the keeping both elevated or keeping both feet elevated, or whether you want to keep them, the heels resting on the ground, you do you. I don't want you to compare yourself to me. And I just encourage you, just do these exercises. They are really working. I was kind of excited at church yesterday. I was wearing, I wear it more but as a shirt, but it could have been a dress, but it was too short for me to be a dress. But it was a little bit more form-fitting, and I had quite a few people noticing and coming up and saying, wow, you've lost weight. And I kept saying, I think it's this ab challenge I'm doing this month, that it's just, helping my abs to get flatter, and so giving me the flatter stomach and some curves, but it feels great when people notice. And so I just wanted to encourage you to push forward with doing your exercises. I know it can be really difficult, but if you don't make excuses and you are consistent, you will see results, and other people will notice those results too. So let's get busy now. I just felt like I wanted to offer you some more encouragement today. So, flat back, and the bicycles is opposite elbow will be touching opposite knee. So, try to keep your elbows out to the side when they're behind your head. And just come up as far as you can to try and touch those elbows to your knees. We're doing 65 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65. Whew. Alrighty. So that was our 65 bicycle crunches. Now we're going to do our leg raises, which again, start with both legs out. You're going to lift them up, lower them, so as they come back down, or whether you want to come up, but that's when you count. I usually will say 1 when I come up, but it technically should be when they're back down, it's 1. But as long as you get the full ones in. Alrighty. And I put my hands under my butt to help keep my back a little flatter. So legs up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Whew. Alrighty. That was feeling those abs in a big way to get to 60 there. And I was going a little slower, trying to focus on each one. But then my come back to bite me right now. So I may have to just stop during the Russian twist, but we'll see. So the Russian twist, again, you can either keep your heels on the floor, like that, or you can have them raised just slightly off the ground. You'll be leaning back in this one and trying to not move your legs back and forth as you do your twist to each side, touching each floor. I usually touch with my pinkies, but as you twist, try to not move your legs around as much. We're trying to keep everything fixed, and just your upper body is doing the rotating. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Alrighty, made it to 60. I was doing those quicker though, because I thought maybe if I go quick, I'll be able to make it. Alright. Mountain climber, sorry, is the next one we do. That one, again, you'll be on extended arms. So I know my arms often get tired too on this one, as well as my legs and my abs are already sore, waiting, tired. So, but you're keeping your back straight. You'll be on extended arms, so keeping your shoulder above your wrists. You'll be on your toes. You're bringing your knees underneath you. And it's not each one, I usually start on my right, so right, left. Once your left comes up, that's one. So you're not counting each time a leg. I do it both legs, 1, both legs, 2. So that may be another reason it's harder for me to get all the way done. But again, make sure you try and keep that back and your butt straight, flat, and you're not coming up as you bring your knees up. You want to just try and keep the abs working, because your abs aren't working as much if you're lifting everything up. So we need to do 65 of these. I try to get to at least 45 before I take my little break, and then I do a stretch and go back to it, but we'll see what happens. You can do these as slow, so it's more of a march, or you could do, them super fast like you're running. I find that harder for me to maintain my flat back if I'm trying to go really fast, because I'm not able to focus as much on keeping proper form then. So I try and keep it a little slower, but I do at times, if you've been watching this month, there are times I'm definitely doing more of a jog or trying to get those feet moving a little faster. So whatever pace is good for you, that's what you do. Sorry about that. We're having thunderstorms this morning. And yeah, that's going to mess up my plan to go out for a run, I think, because I'm not running at thunderstorms. So let's get to 65 of these mountain climbers. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Okay, got to 40. So I'll need to do 25 more. I'm just doing my child pose. So I lean back, butt rests on my heels. Hands are stretched out. Just kind of alrighty. Trying to get to 25 now. It's easier for me to start back at counting at 1 instead of where I was. But I know when I get to 25, that will be 65 because I got to 40. So I need to get to 25. Hopefully without stopping it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay. Just wanted to do another quick stretch before I do my plank, because a plank is hard for me as well. I have my timer here. I encourage you to have a timer as well in front of you so that if you need to stop, you can pause your timer and you'll know exactly how far you need to go yet. I tend to try to not look too much at the time. I'm usually looking more down here. I have my eyes closed. I'm just focusing on breathing through this. Sometimes I need to adjust my position, because sometimes you feel like your feet are slipping because you're on your toes. Sometimes your feet just feel like they're sliding. I know sometimes my back, I can tell if it's not in a real good alignment because I can hear crack, 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 crack. And I'm always saying, I sound like a Rice Krispie. So just find that pose and try to not be moving too much the entire time. I usually, it's the first couple of seconds that I'm trying to find, okay, this feels good. And then only moving if I have to reposition a foot or an arm. And hopefully I can do the entire minute and 50 seconds. I did do it yesterday, made it through, barely, but I did do it. So again, if you start shaking, that's normal. Try to hold it through that and just think of other things. So that's why I focus on my breathing. But I do know there's definitely been times I've done a plank and just didn't hold it as long as I wanted. So do the best you can and get it all in some way. So, okay. Just gonna do one more stretch quick because my back is already feeling a little tight there. So, want to make sure I can get this. And my watch, I will start my watch before I start this. This is what I go by as for my time. So you'll see me starting the watch, but that's not when I start my clock. I try and do it as quick as I can, but okay. Alrighty. That is our ab challenge. Hope you made that plank the whole time. We will be increasing reps tomorrow. So that's going to be a big challenge, but we are almost done. We have 4 more days. One of the days will be a rest challenge. A rest day. Sorry. Because we did Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so Wednesday will be rest, and Thursday will be the most reps that we'll do. That'll be the end of it. So stick with it. Make it through this ab challenge with me. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.